Hi, my name is Casey Creamer. You may or may not have had me for class before, but if you haven't, I'm your instructor. I won't often be pictured in any video lectures, but I thought I would do an intro video. Now, I'm showing you my screen, and so I may be making some funny faces while I'm trying to look for stuff. This will be very stream of consciousness. I just want to do an intro video to show you how to find stuff on Blackboard. So first, you would want to navigate to Blackboard. If you've never signed into Blackboard, there's going to be instructions, and you would need your username and password, and there's instructions under the login that tells you what that is. Once you log on to Blackboard, you'll see your courses listed. Now, these, of course, are the courses where I'm the instructor, but you want to navigate to your Biology 2113 lab. So just go ahead and click on that. Now, if there's any announcements that have been posted, you'll get an update here. You even have a home page. You'll probably see some updates there for an announcement, but you can always just check on the home page for the course. Just go over here to the left, click announcements. There's a welcome announcement that we see here. And then also down here, I've posted another announcement, kind of an intro. Here's the basics, first through fourth things to take into consideration. And you also have, if you click to under announcements, there's a syllabus. And in order to see anything other than the syllabus, you would need to first complete the course agreement form. The course agreement form is really simple. Again, it's under that syllabus tab. So I clicked syllabus, then I clicked course agreement form, and then I would just click begin. You want to go ahead and just answer agree to everything. Please read through them, but you have to make 100 in order to see all of the things I've assigned for this course. So you must complete the course agreement form before you can do anything else in this course. So you'd click agree for everything after reading the statements, save and submit, and then click OK. And so it would show you how much time it took you, and then it would show you that you made 100. If you don't make 100, just take it again. You might have accidentally clicked disagree instead of agree. You have to make 100 or you can't see the material that is in the lessons tab. And if you were looking at that announcement and reading it in full, one of the instructions is to go check out that lessons tab and then click the lessons folder. All right, once you click the lessons folder, you would click summer online course. And here you have your weekly folders, and your weekly folders tell you what days they apply to or what weeks. It tells you kind of what's in there. So lab safety in unit 1, the intro, that's going to be your first week material. And then we'll go into the microscope and cytology. And your first exam, which is actually over week 1 and 2, is not until week 3. And you have until the end of week 3, so the 14th, which is a Sunday, to do that exam. But you can go ahead and do that first because it applies to the previous 2 weeks, and then move on to histology, which is the actual unit for week 3. So use your time wisely, organize your time how you need to, but make sure you're completing everything within the weeks before the due dates. And the due date for everything is going to be the Sunday that it's assigned at 11:59 p.m. And you can see all of that if you go to the syllabus, open the syllabus, read it in its entirety. If you go all the way down to the end, there's actually a course lesson plan. And the course lesson plan has all the due dates that you need, including the due dates for your exam. So we'll just scroll down so we can see kind of how many weeks there are. There's 9 weeks, but all that's in this 9th week is lab exam 4. We will have 1 week for histology. So please, if you finish week 1 and 2 early, which feel free to do things early, go ahead and move on to histology as soon as possible because you do have to make a histology notebook. It'll be virtual. If you've never used a Dropbox or uploaded something online, I need you to get in contact with me as soon as possible because that's going to be a capability you need for this course. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on week 3. So we can just see kind of what is the setup. So for every week, there'll be instructions. I keep clicking on other stuff, but there'll be instructions like number 1. First things first, for week 3, you will have gone through 2 weeks. So we need to complete lab exam 1. Then you'll go ahead and look at the histology introduction PowerPoint when you're done with lab exam 1, just so you have some basic information. every week you should be reading material that corresponds to the material you're going over in your weekly folder. So you'd want to be looking at Unit 5 in your lab manual when we're going over histology in your lab course. And all of this material and reading and doing matching assignments, a lot of it's organized so it leads up to bigger assignments, and you should be learning as you go. So you'll do a histology matching assignment, which will require you to download something. And then when you complete that, you'll upload the completed assignment to the same Dropbox. So I'll point out what a Dropbox is. I'll open one. We can see kind of what it looks like. Here's the histology sketchbook Dropbox. So there's 2 for week 3. And you can even see that we have a mention of exam 2, which will be in the following week 4 folder. So again, a lot of things are available early. Go ahead and move forward if you would like, but make sure you're logging on each week to get those attendance points. Now, let me go ahead and go down. Let's find here. Here is a histology matching Dropbox. I'm going to turn my edit mode off so it'll look like what it'll look like for you guys. This is the information that you can see. You're allowed to see the due date, Sunday, June 14th for the histology matching Dropbox at 11:59 p.m. Points possible, 100. If you want to write something, you can write a submission. But for the most part, what you guys are going to do is you're going to be downloading files. And those files are always going to be found under the due date and points possible information. So here you would click this, download the tissues, location, and function assignment, complete the assignment. So it has directions on it. You'd follow the directions on the assignment, complete it, save the completed assignment somewhere that you can find it, usually on your desktop. Maybe make a folder for all your 2113 lab assignments, but save it somewhere you can find it so that when you click Browse My Computer, you can search, move this over, but you can search, say, click Desktop. Here's all the things that would be on my desktop. I would look for the one that matches the name that I named my completed assignment. So just make sure that you're not naming your assignments weird things so you can't find it, that you're saving them somewhere that you know you're going to be able to find it again. And if you're just saving things to your computer and then you're not able to find it because you downloaded it from, say, a browser, most likely what happened is it went into your downloads folder. So click downloads, and then you could click or hopefully find that download from Blackboard and then edit it and then save it somewhere where it'd be easier to find. And that's all you would do for a Dropbox. And you could upload as many things as you want, or you'd upload one at a time and click submit down here, the lower right. All right, so let's get out of this. I'm going to go back to our summer online course where we have all our weekly folders. Because week 1 is this week, I just want to go over what we're doing. You're going to do a virtual lab safety assignment. It is definitely virtual. You have to click through a classroom, answer questions, and when you're done, there'll be a certificate. Just make sure you screenshot that certificate and then go ahead and just kind of upload that certificate to this Dropbox once you screenshot it. And then for pre-lab 1, you have 30 minutes to complete this. This pre-lab is very similar to the pre-lab questions you have in your lab manual. It's actually recommended that you complete all assignments in your lab manual, so your pre-lab assignments, your check your recall, your check your understanding, in order to complete the online assignments. So you'll be doing workbook pages, but those won't be directly graded. Instead, we'll test your knowledge of those assignments by doing online pre-labs and online Unit 1, Unit 2, and so on reviews. These Unit 1 lab reviews represent the check your understanding and check your recalls, so they're a combo assignment. At the end of each week, you'll have these move on to the next week, so you can click those, and they'll move you very quickly into the following week. Same thing for week 3, move on to week 3. You can see we got instructions for each week, what to do, what to find. You want to be looking for Dropboxes and online pre-labs and lab reviews. Those are the main assignments. There's no discussions for the 2113 lab course. If you do have me for 2114 or for a lecture course, there are discussions in that class. If there's any questions, please email me at my faculty email address, which is my first name, which is Casey, CAYCEE, .creamer, CREAMER, at westgeorgiatech.edu. I'll answer that a lot quicker, then I will say Blackboard Messenger. Also, if you're looking at the syllabus, there is a phone number. That phone number actually goes to my cell phone, and you can text me. Feel free to text me. You don't have to call me. Any appointment you need would have to be available by Zoom. Zoom will be what we have to use. So you'd have to set up an account and make sure you're using your student email when you set up your Zoom account. And just let me know when you would like to meet. I'll set up that assignment. I'll send you an invitation as long as I'm available. Please give me at least 24 hours to answer any email or text. I am a lot quicker with my faculty email and text than usually 24 hours, but keep that in mind, especially if it's over the weekend. And that's it for introduction into 2113 lab and just Blackboard in general. Again, please let me know if there's any questions.